already taken away, doesn't want to play the Darius into the Nart, so instead he will go to Aatrox.
I mean, I think on paper, you look at BDS's draft, feels very well-rounded, right? You have pretty reliable engage, pretty good follow-up. Well, actually, it's Adam that needs to be covered right now because Marcoon is looking for the gank.
They don't know that Shio is waiting. Adam's got to pop the world end. Immediately they jump onto Marcoon, who tries to flash away, but he's going to get locked up in a prison of ice, and that prison is his tomb. Irrelevant next on the menu is Shio, and Adam trying to close down on him. The Gnar coming out, Adam trying to heal. Irrelevant flashes from it.
Now, the wave is in a bit of an awkward spot. Not going to use the ultimate there, and a good exchange from Certus.
Flash away from Nook. Went a little bit over to get a kill. They could look for Marcoon's third mark of the game. Doss going to step forward here. Lanson's not going to be able to get away from that boot. There's a chain of corruption chase in as well, and it's exactly what SK were looking for. Down away now, they're going to secure the first dragon of the game as well for themselves. Show, although not on the board in terms of kills, has been all over the map, helping out the BDS laners.
Certainly has.
But if you don't have the ability to gain prio with your support, you're always playing pocket. As Sheo looks for it, the flash away from Doss puts his AD carry in a very sticky situation. Crowny will take the kill.
Almost able to get a kill back. You can see
Third of the way off its cooldown. Lebrov looking for something here. Irrelevant able to dodge away from it, but that Mega Gnar is about to time out. The dragon should be secured here. Marcoon will take it. Irrelevant forced away. Did burn the flash.
To unlock this mid lane tower. This gives them a little bit more control when contesting the next dragon. And overall, it just gives them a more solid foundation. They can send Irrelevant to the bot side of the map. No TP for now, but he can just keep catching those.
Perhaps a little bit slower than you would have liked to play, but they are going to be able to secure at least the first tower here. Adam able to be lanterned away. That Rift Herald will charge in and lose some of its health. They could have taken that tower down just quickly enough so the Herald wouldn't lose any of its health, but it doesn't really matter anyway because they're still going to get 2 charges out of it, and they still secure the tier 2.
You can see that Shio and Lebrov are on their way to assist.
Marcoon looking for it. Double TP immediately from BDS. Crowny tries to turn this one around. Marcoon hit with a Glacial Prison, and he is almost done for. The Land's Respite coming out, but he's stuck in the midst of 5 members of BDS. They invested a lot for that kill, and they are damn well getting it.
For one, is a great trade for us. He wasn't expecting Shio and Lebrov to be right there in the tri-brush.
Game for BDS. Mountain Soul, probably the best soul at the moment, as Lebrov lands a hook onto Irrelevant. The play coming back as well. Irrelevant waits with the hop to get away. Doesn't have the flash, though. Doesn't have the Mega Gnar. And the Ace in the hole will spell his doom. He does trade onto Lebrov there.
The map where they have control. You can see Adam pushing in that bot wave. They have control of the mid. And they're able to just walk into the enemy jungle because they know that they have the numbers advantage. They know they have control around this dragon area. This means that Nuke can now path up towards top. It will cost him a tower. It will cost BDS a tower, but then Nuke can just catch this wave. Now it's SK. They had to push in, and they have to secure this tier 1 tower on the bot side of the map. And rather than just continuing the push,
he knows that Mega Gnar is timing out. The Gnar nowhere near as impactful afterwards. Adam tries to trade it back around. Glacial Prison from across the wall, stolen by Certus. Shale will fall. SK able to find a chaser down.
Losing his life. There's no way they're going to do something cheeky here. Looks like that's not going to be the case. SK, though, I think they could have forced...
Shirelli's allows you this chase potential, and because SK were lacking engage, we talked about it in draft, Shirelli's just gives you that little bit...
Already died in the top lane.
Chain of Corruption only onto one there. Shirelli able to get away with the lantern once again.
Right now.
That's all they need to do. Shirelli is coming out as they look for the engage. Glacial Prison going out. Nuke trying to get onto Execute on the backline. Nuke into the Twilight Shroud, but he's locked up. Still able to escape with the second perfect execution, and it's SK who are hurting. It's SK who are bleeding as they are forced away. Adam dashes across the wall, and BDS get out very much more healthy than SK.
Nuke wasn't quite able to land the E, which meant that he couldn't secure that kill onto Exekick, instead choosing to use his perfect execution to get out of the fight. But BDS played that flawlessly. Incredibly patient. They waited for the minions to die both in bot and top lane. Once SK had thrown a lot of their ultimates out, BDS were on the counter-attack.
Irrelevant's almost mega. Dragon is secured. Irrelevant looking for that mega, but BDS able to... They'll retreat. They might look for a collapse here. 5v2. Adam and Nuke in a bit of a sticky situation. They're trying to escape death, but Doss is trying to do the same. He manages to escape just with a sliver of HP, and now Adam's stuck in the midst of it. Enough to turn the tides of this fight. Nuke trying to get on the backline, 6 seconds on the perfect execution.
Oh, no.
Glacial Prism hits! Shale steals it! And SK can only weep and watch as Nuke still able to kill Exekick. For that, his life will be forfeit, but what a prize to have earned.
Oh, no. But BDS, they're continuing their siege. How are you going to stop Crowny now? Looking for a fight.
Down.
3 versus 4. How much damage it did to the tower, and now BDS should be able to secure this one for free.
Yeah, it looks like Execute's just going to try and get some mid-prio. Glacial Prism just short on Certus there, even with the flash away. SK now trying to collapse, but Execute is nowhere near this. This is pure coming out.
That one.
TP coming in from Adam. BDS going to look for the fight here. They know there's a bit of a split, and Execute, no flash! Nowhere to go. Nuke takes him down. Marcoon next on the menu as he will jump across the wall with the flash. Irrelevant tries to get away, but he's knocked up with the Arctic Assault. Flashes across the wall, but the chase continues as Labrov funnels in on him. Now DOS, Marcoon, and Certus, what can you do? Another hook from Labrov into the threshold. Certus trying to trade back onto him. The redemption not quite quick enough from Labrov. He will fall, but Marcoon is chased down by Adam and Sheo, and all he can do is tickle them as they will remove him from the rift. The Dragon secured, the Mountain Soul for BDS. Certus tried to trade onto Nuke, but Sheo wasn't even needed to take the Soul, and instead he can look for a little bit more action. Certus trading back in, will be booted up here, stunned as Nuke goes back in with the Shuriken. The rest of BDS are there, and unfortunately for Certus, Karma is not Thresh and can't lantern him out of that situation.
At top tower, there's not really much SK can do about it. And we're at a point, Medic, where it's just kind of a slow death.
I mean, SK will probably feel they have to fight the Baron.
Oh, yes.
And BDS will be able to secure it. And actually, they might fight just before the Baron even starts. Share a little bit deep there. And look at how little damage he took. Adam onto the backline. Marcoon dead before he can even pop his ultimate. And now BDS. Well, there's not really much left for SK to do. BDS chased them down. 2 already gone. There's 3, there's 4. Make it more, make it 5. An ace for BDS and the base in their sights.
SK is wiped off the board. There is little that they can do to stop BDS as they dominate in the fight and are looking to end the game. A slow and steady win from BDS, but overall clean execution, and they will secure their first win of winter.
We saw BDS arrive to the studio in a limo in tuxes. I wondered if it was a funeral or a celebration. It seems today they've earned their prize, their first win in the LEC or Winter Split in 2023, and perhaps the start of winning ways for them.
Your engage is kind of there with a Bard ultimate, but it's not really like an engage. You kind of lose on side lanes because both Akali and Fiora, often in my solo queue games, I give my opponent too much credit, you know, and assume that they will know what I'm about to do, but in fact, they have no idea what I'm doing.
Or they really know what you're about to do, and then it's like the next level of anticipating what you're doing. Chasey here, of course, no ghost on him. Finn looking to trade in. The Ntofu strike's gonna hit. Chasey just dead to the Kasante.
Iteration of the Mad roster. This is kind of what I expected.
Where
a lot of investment towards mid.
Where are you going?
Doesn't have flash, no ult.
The Shuriken misses 113, trying to put the fancy feet down, but just can't do it. Niski takes the kill.
Easy pickup there by Niski.
Journey, yeah.
It's
taken away by Astralis. Glacial Prism's gonna hit though. The knockback from Dayo, not enough. Niski dancing around. This one goes in with perfect execution, and it's enough for Niski's second.
I just wonder if that interaction, because in the past you could like, because your ult basically put you on top of someone.
It's coming out. Look at Niski, look at Elioya, they're behind them. TP immediately from Dayo, realizing this is not in the best of shapes that are for Chasey, but that tower yet to fall. The stun gonna go down onto Chasey, and the tower's still healthy enough to keep Astralis at bay. Temper Fate only hits 1, but it's Niski, and that is perfect actually for Astralis. Niski looking for that Shuriken. Dayo joins the fray. Hillasang here as well to continue the fight. Unable to find too much as of yet. Has the flash, has the hook. Might just look for a flash play here. Instead, just looks for the hook and lands it. Jonghoon takes a magical journey out of there, but all he can do is see Dayo die in front of his very eyes.
Right now, hovering around Finn. We'll be able to finally secure this first tower of the game.
No flash.
No flash, as you say.
Oh, able to dodge forward, but just Niski can just chase him down.
Yeah.
Elioya that up will be a trade across the map. And I do wonder a little bit for Astralis here proactively over the last few minutes, contesting the Dragon, not being able to take the Rift held. Now they're doing something proactive as 113 comes down towards this bottom lane. Finn no all out available. Chasey does have the ultimate riposte, gets the stun, Heartbreaker coming out, but Chasey's now in a 1v3 situation, and even a Korean Fiora cannot escape those. Finn takes the kill.
Big punish there onto Chasey. They've been really punishing Dior in the mid lane. They've been funneling all these resources into Niski. They will secure this mid tower as well. And overall, of a second, this Dragon is melting though.
Yeah, Chasey has TP, but where's he gonna go? TP goes not in the best of spots. Dale's trying to get away from this one. The magical journey coming out. Niski now isolated off towards the backside. Niski core flashes in. The Dragon on the menu. The temper effect comes out. True Shot Barrage doesn't do a huge amount of damage. Defender's already gonna go down. 113 trying to get into the pit as well. He steals away Niski's soul. The smite comes out. It's secured. Kazi, I believe, took the Dragon third of the game from Mad Lions. Heartbreaker out by 113. 1-1. Best here as well, because although the Baron is very important, the expectation is the next fight is around a Dragon. And all you're trying to do is stop Astralis from getting a sneak on the Baron while you set up down towards that Dragon. Finn and Niski still trading here. Finn does have the knockback with the Ntofu strike. It's going to take Nisqy on a bit of a magical journey himself, all out going in. Nisqy trying to, oh my god, you don't.
Yora, which is only going to get stronger as the game progresses, and as long as they keep these lane assignments, Akali into the
They don't know where Chasey is either, so Chasey can get in behind them here, can dash across that wall. Jonghoon's trying to come in as well. Hylissang going with a hook, but the Pathfinder's going to block them. Nisqy gets onto Jonghoon. Kobe has to flash away as well. Chasey chasing in. Dale the first on the menu for Nisqy, and up next, you have to feel is 113, and Kobe alongside him. Jonghoon falls. Finn, the last man standing, can only stand and watch as Mad Lions devour him in the river. He tries to dash away. He will escape, but Elioya is not having any of that. Continues to chase. Oh, it's Cassandra. Yeah, okay, he has a million dashes. He gets out. Finn escapes, but Mad Lions will secure the Dragon Soul.
Wow, what an engage from Kazi. His ultimate kind of went unnoticed in the fight, but it ended up hitting like 4 people, which locked them up and set up the 2 solo laners of Mad Lions to come in from the flank and just tear Astralis apart. Really well played fight from Mad Lions.
Yes, up to 2 and 4, has a bounty on his head. Astralis trying to push forward here because the 1-1-3 has the 1-1-1-1-3-1 for Mad Lions has begun. Astralis will be able to take a tower in the mid lane for this, though. Can restart it. Patience doesn't wear thin on that one. Nisqy looking for the flank here. Is spotted on the control wood. You have to feel that if Astralis just immediately engaged, there's a possibility they can do something before Nisqy joins the fight. No flash on him. Across the board, no flashes for Astralis, though. Hylissang going forward here. Finn trying to do what he can. Pulls Hylissang across the wall, but the Glacial Prison's going to hit on 1-1-3. And Chasey finds the flank. Kobe already down. Second up is Jonghoon. Elioya dashing across the wall. Nisqy follows suit. And they can't choose. It's a plethora of riches. A plethora of death for Mad Lions. Ball down already. Hylissang looking for the hook. And 1-1-3 waits it out.
Hylissang, he's not having many hooks land today, but it doesn't matter. The hooks that land do in fact count. Mad Lions have the right set on the end, and they played the fight beautifully. The focus wasn't the Baron, the focus was the fight, and they're able to turn it around. Great performance from the solo laners in that final fight. Nisqy was set up for success by the jungle support, and now they're gonna look to end this game.
Yes, they are, and they're going to do it in style. 15 kills to 3, a 9,000 gold lead. Mad Lions so far clean at the start of winter 2023. I say that as Hylissang dies, and what a way to round it out.
Can assassinate. Kassadin,
wow, Kassadin, okay.
Also works. Very skirmish heavy around level 11, I will say. Does scale incredibly well, of course. I think a lot of people will be spamming, you know, the little Monka W with the clock 16.
Yep. It seems just to keep the lane pushed out. Spotted here as Perks just continuing to harass Ruby. Ruby able to, I think this wave must have bounced back, and Bo in the area. Ruby gonna be in trouble. Slowed down now, flashing from Bo. Another kill, this man racking up first bloods. Perks now on the run. It's brother versus brother. A stun now coming in. Yanko's firing back on Perks. Mercer now in the area. Bo now caught out. An advantage to Heretics as they grab the second kill.
Massive early crab spawn, so it's not the end of the world for him. But the early dragon stacking will pay off late in the game. Goes Ruby taking over to that level 6, so despite not having Perks on the way, 4v4.
That Scryer's Bloom doing a lot of work there to spot out Ruby and any potential plays. Meanwhile, on the top side, the 1v1 pullback will not quite bring them under tower. Meanwhile, the fight now breaking out. Unbreakable is getting procced in the back line. Neon and Perks aren't really doing much of anything already. One getting taken down on the top lane. Perks now pushing 2 back. Mercer still in the back line, flashing out safety. Ruby still standing strong. What can he get done? Perks hungry for blood. 2 kills going over to the side of Vitality. Kassadin will get one back in return, but Ruby's got nowhere left to go. 4-4 the kill score.
Sejuani heading gold. Dragon over to Vitality, 3 kills. This Zeri is going to start to pop off soon. Doesn't have an enchanter by her side, but she has so much protection with the Braum and Sejuani. Run down towards his bot side. They have to back off. First tower to the Zeri.
And this is, I've been informed by production, the first Chemtech Rift. If you don't know, the plants are all now
stronger.
That's true. That's
one of us on this.
One of us on this desk. Anyway, Vitality now going to grab an uncontested Herald. Of course, it is traded for a tower and more gold to the back top side, breaking open another tower mid, the last tower remaining for the side of Team Heretics.
So I think they're heralding top to
Chemtech Drake. 1-1 the Drake score, so not a soul for either side, but Heretics clearly ready for a fight. Kaiser leaping forward, knockup now going to go in. They're trying to burn through Mercer as quickly as they can, forcing out the Callisto earlier. Photon in the back line, finding the stun. Big damage now. Yanko's trying to turn, but Perks is untouched on the back line. Jack Spectre has to be the hero. Jack Spectre has to turn it. He's the last strong carry remaining, and he's trying to turn right back on Neon. This is his moment. The shutdown is huge. Jack Spectre, the Callisto remains untouched. Ruby leaping in, leaping out, but Perks will fire back. No, he can't finish the kill. Still, the Callista standing tall at the end of the day. He's pulling the spears out. He's making it work. It's a bloodbath.
It's all Jack Spectre. We'll see if he's done just yet. The setup was fantastic. Perks wants more of a fight. Mercer, can he find the hook? He's too low to go forward. Perks gets
finding
him.
it. That's the killing spree. Bo trying to peel as much as he can for Perks. No one can pull the spears out, but no. Oh, Perks, the hubris. Yes, he got the shutdown, but he'll take the jungler down with him.
What a back.
One. So close. So many low health bars. So many blinking health bars. Ultimately, Heretics coming out on top. Photon leaping in again. Evie unstoppable, bringing it back in. The Dragon has now been taken down by Mercer. In the meantime, Heretics already grabbing the Dragon, now trying to retreat. Mercer burned through. They don't have the Callisto ultimate. Perks now pushing multiple members back. Evie trying to fight for his life. Photon ready to go back in, pulling him in. Yanko spinning to make sure his top laner can stay standing. Jack Spectra immediately cut down. Vitality will not make the same mistake twice. They are going for the throat in this exchange. They will lose the Drake, but they will wipe.
Stay together. It's almost impossible for them to be broken. I think Heretics need to find flanks to try to split them up a bit. Ruby's trying to defend this mid-tier one. That'll fall.
Oh. Finding three members in the bush. The blast cone denied. No matter how big the blast cone is, the CC will still interrupt it. Bo trying to make it stick, but Perks waiting over the wall. But who's stuck in with who? Ruby now running. Neon still standing for now. Neon trying to make it out. Safety. Yanko's finding the kill. It is a back and forth. Ruby running to safety. The Ignite still taking. Jack Spectre getting cut down in an instant. Perks from over the wall with the Sand Soldiers making it count. Photon with the setup. Now leaping forward.
Perks
will not find
bots.
the counter strike.
Big chase.
Perks trying to find the flank. Ruby waiting for the cooldown to reset so he can get the cheap TP out to safety. Will not have enough time. Evie now being run down. 3-4 on the stacks. Perks coming in to clean up. Vitality taking fight after fight.
He just sees vision in the pit. He sees it.
Photon going over. Gonna take the blast cone up into Yankos. Yankos has to be careful about using the W. Okay, now he has to commit the flash if he wants to get into the pit. But Photon is just generating so much space. Maybe they can get the pick. But no, the Astralis trying to control by Yankos into the pit. Yankos wants to finish it, but no! It's too low! Ruby won't be able to make it in the pit either. He has to leap out to safety. It's an absolute disaster. They tried to contest, but Neon is now on the
Mercer's hook here was great, but where's the damage? Stops the blast cone, yes, but hang on a second. Ruby.
Caught out, stun gonna land. There's not enough TPs in the world to get away from that one.
4 towers, and if they do, Vitality have a free Dragon, so it's win-win right now.
Vitality so confident to keep this push going, even unaware that all of Heretics move in. Well, now finally gonna see Callista, Jack Spectra step into the mid lane to try to stop this push from happening, but I think it's gonna be too little too late. That last creep still standing, Cannon Creep going in. They're not going to break an inhibitor.
It's always trading from a disadvantage.
KazaLoLL, of course, does always have the late game potential. Has certainly not just been sitting there waiting to scale, but with the massive gold lead the Vitality have built for themselves, champion scaling items, it's just not going to be enough to turn this back in their favor. Evie unstoppable, but pulling the Jax in with him does mean that he's going to get stunned. Tries to get his ult to get out of it, but it's just not enough. Vitality trying to kill every single person they see. They are so far ahead. It is effortless for them to find these picks. Meanwhile, on the sideline, Ruby desperate to get anything back in this game to keep their hopes alive. But this is a 4.3k Baron power play as it starts to fade away. Vitality just looking like they want to end this game.
Yeah, Ruby's just pushing. He wants this tier 2 objective bounty experience on the wave. He's going to have the base now, though, because they can almost end the game. Evie's still dead for another 20 seconds. Ruby's on his way. Jack Spectra has the Hurricane to help clear waves. Photon's going to get mid in him. It's a bit hard for Vitality to hit this Nexus tower. Walking up is still dangerous against the Wukong and the Nautilus, but we'll see if they can find it. 5 seconds on Evie. I think they're going to have to back
For the
away.
fight. Bit of poke here. The retreat now coming in. Ruby, Neon is the priority target. Leaping back to the safety of his teammates already. The TP feels like it's fumbled, and Photon instantly going to find the stun to the backside. Follow-up CC means Ruby's just getting taken up before the fight even starts. Big shield coming in. Might just be enough to buy them more space. Already Neon finding 1 kill. Triple pullback coming in from Evie. It's a huge, huge fight, but it does not mean anything. Evie with a heroic effort here on the backside, but Perks leaping forward to take down Mercer. Vitality taking their time in the exchange. Evie might make it out, but this is Vitality's game.
Evie did so much work. Is he going to die? I think he is. One more spell, and he's going to fall. A lot of dashes.
No.
Taken down by Kaiser. Perks is ending the game. They tried their best there, Heretics. At the end, they had to go for a Hail Mary fight, but it didn't work. Vitality just way too far ahead. They won one of the Dragon fights, but round 2 they lost, and then Vitality just ran away with it, got a Baron, and the game was over.
A game entirely decided around that Dragon Pit. Vitality will find their second win, 2-0 in the winter split of LEC 2023. Eventually.
Let them get the creeps, let them get the stats, let them farm it all, and then
plus farming. They gotta
get the Nexus. But, I mean, you think back to most of the Super Weeks. I don't know if I've seen KazaLoLL today already.
So mediocre. That's what I will say. I am ready to see Larsen's KazaLoLL. I am ready to be proven wrong. Again, I know how strong this champion could be, but we have not.
They don't know Malrank's here.
They're walking up. Okay, not a whole ton of damage here. quite yet. Expect that we will still see the Demonic Embrace build. Bubble going wide is going to be big there. But Patrick now going forward. Comp is so incredibly low. Soraka now healing up. Comp, they're trying to cut him down, but Patrick's getting burned. Trimby, the bananas! Oh, that is not what you want!
He's
So
gonna die as
much
well.
potassium in this
Oh
bot
my.
lane. Another heal coming out this lane. So obnoxious. Targamas running. But they need
the
vision.
flash banana.
They need
The flash
vision.
banana.
Oh! Smash. Trying to get away from the lane where the Kalista is so far ahead. I like it.
Yeah, and I think Koi are communicating that they have a stacking wave bot right now.
Koi have recognized it as well. This is kind of where XL are strong based on the composition. Meow. One hit the Scuttlecraft.
I didn't even see that one.
Gotta be ready,
You're
bro.
keeping me on my toes. I
Eyes
like.
like a...
On this 1v1, Shigen has recovered a little bit in creep score, but he's just paying a lot of respect to XL, making sure he doesn't give over any kills.
Yeah. And right now, Renekton obviously terrifying. Level 11.
Start stacking up the dragons, it's going to be so strong. But then on the other side, they have a Kassadin, and they have so much mid-jungle control, XL, that they can choose which side to go towards. Objective department, we'll see if Koi forces this.
Gonna be forced to pull down here. Malrang still has the ultimate up and available. He's gonna use it now. Here come the cats, and the silence connects us through. That's everything! Oh, I don't even need the sample.
Xerxes waiting for the Q to come back up. It's up now. He could charge it when Larson ults right now. They'll go.
Excellent opportunity. Can they capitalize on it? Can they take Larson out? Larson trying to leap out to safety. More than enough damage to burn him down. The TP now coming in. They just barely managed to finish him. And now Sagenda caught in the middle of multiple members, but he's going to take down Xerxes. No, Xerxes flashing out to safety. Odoamne now looking to pick up 2. That is huge for the Crocodile on the top side.
It's Odoamne who's keeping XL in this game on the gold. 1.8k ahead of Shigenda. Kills Larson. The Prowlers. Dragons in 1 second's time. Malrang's looking to take away this blue. Needs to be careful though.
Going in, lost sight. Charm now coming in. He's a very squishy tree. The cats are now coming out, trying to spite the objective away. And now on the retreat, leaping out to safety with the calling. Oh, it's just tickling his backside. Won't quite finish the job. VTO now stepping in. Down goes the tree. The deforestation efforts.
Dragons up. This is 2 objectives for XL off the back of that kill. Bit greedy by Malrang there, looking to take away the blue buff. Didn't have any vision. And I think he wanted to get out of there. Had to use the W to avoid damage, but there's so much.
Wamne, who was pulling slightly ahead, more and more until it really exploded with that double kill. Now it's 3 to 3.
Slowly falling away, and we're going into the late game now, towards the 30-minute mark. This bot tier 2, did they just start it here? They see 2 people bot. They know the Vi is on Dragon, and they have good secure. Xerxes hesitant now, wondering if going towards this bot side was a mistake. Here comes the Baron Force. Odo hasn't used his yet. It's just VTO first. They're testing the waters. They're going to commit.
Patrick now stepping up. Ulti now being used by the Maokai. Cats coming out, not too much effect. Tidal Wave coming over the wall. It's going to lock up Larson. Larson going golden. Odoamne ready to instantly stun him down if possible, but he's leaping out to safety. Odoamne dashing backwards. Bit of a fumble there. Now getting locked up. Odoamne isn't able to use any of his gold. Koi playing beautifully around this, denying him any opportunity to get into the back line. Shutting him down. What a beautiful dissection of the Fed top laner from the side of Koi. Larson now charging forward, blood in the water. They see their opportunity. Not strong enough from Patrick to stop the coming tides. VTO still running. Shigenda stepping forward to knock him down. It is a clean ace. Only Malrang and Trimby falling in exchange.
Towards the left side instead of the right side. And then stopwatches were popped. I mean, let's just keep our eyes on Odoamne because Fed Renekton's gone and Koi can just run you down.
Malrang on the flank here again. There's another fight breaks out. Looking for the third drag. Malrang could just get bursted down here. There's no room for him to play into this pit. They delete the jungle before the fight even starts. Maybe they can win the 5v5. Keep your eyes on Larson, though. It's going to be big. Trimby solo health in the back line. He can't keep anybody standing. Odoamne buying as much space as humanly possible. The G8 now coming out. A few moments till he comes back up. Surely he should fall. Dashing out to safety, but no. Denied his escape. And again, Koi will take the exchange and take the Drake to follow.
They can kill VTO as well. Look at Larson go.
Larson.
So many dashes.
Here we go, baby. Level 16. Larson on a rampage.
They have a small wave in bot. They'll be able to take this bot tier 2. Look, tier 1, look for the tier 2 as well. Xerxes trying to take mid tier 2, see if he can find an answer. Larson basing, gonna try to stop him. They haven't even gone for the Drake. They just want to push and get as much gold as possible.
Such a difficult exchange. Yes, they can cut down Malrang, but they just cannot finish any of the other carries.
Their damage just falls off so quickly when Odoamne dies. Patrick struggling to get involved in the fight. VTO can work in small bursts, but he has a Banshee's Veil second item, Lucidity Boots. There's no real damage on this Ahri until the Rabadons comes in.
Picks, big flanks, but that's about it because Trimby's now just building armor. Because he knows the only way they really lose a fight is if he gets one shot by someone, and the only person who's really relevant threats now that it's difficult for Xerxes to know where to go. Maybe a Miracle Steal. The silence, nice to stop from entering the pit. Patrick over the wall. Larson just trying to dash in. Again, going golden. The steal! The steal is massive! The rest of the team now going into Vi, still standing. Ahri has been taken down, but XL have bought themselves a bit of time. Xerxes now running, but at least 3 members will still be standing with the Baron. They pay with the lives of Xerxes and VTO to secure the purple worm.
That is
maybe, just maybe. They'll get caught in the rotation.
Okay.
Trimby.
They're looking for it.
Taking a lot of damage here already. The ulti now coming out. They're trying to disengage. The wave coming in as well. But Vi is now stepping forward. Tribby has now been locked up. It's a big, big bubble. VTO leaving to miss the team. Comp, will he get taken down? He goes golden. They buy every more time. This is a massive fight for Excel. They've got the momentum. They're taking down one. O2OMNI spent so much time.
This is it.
Top lane and mid still stand for Koi. Maybe, just maybe, they can turn this back. But VTO is hunting for blood. A massive charm onto the Maokai. Malrang fighting for his life, but he will drop in the end. Excel have found the pick that they need, and they still want more. It's clean from VTO. The charge in. Can they time it flawlessly? They will. They get it. Larson knocked down. It should not be possible, but they are making it work. They refuse to stop. Will they have enough damage? Yes. The ace. It is everything for Excel.
See if they take this fight again here, Koi.
And they keep it going. Comp now running to the pit as well. Should just be able to take this one down, but no, the smite steal. Give it back in return. Now O2OMNI will fall. Double TP's coming in. Koi, see this is an opportunity to end the game. Here comes Larson, the bubble.
Too late.
Powering on the flank. He's not even in the pit, but they shouldn't need him. Comp can just take this
ult's
objective
gonna be
away. Ult is big. Patrick now backing off. The team is there to body block. O2OMNI there to body block to make sure that they have an ammo. VTO off onto the flank. Xerxes now going into the midst of the team. Big damage over the wall, but will it be enough? Xerxes now getting cut down. O2OMNI desperately trying to find a kill, but Koi peeling back beautifully. Trippy down means the healing is gone. O2OMNI trying to get something back. The burst is big. It's Patrick versus the world, but Patrick will be knocked down. Shigenda reset after reset. Koi taking the exchange.
And that's gonna be game. Koi can push in mid now and end it. The flank from Malrang. The ult was good, but I think Xerxes just hesitated a bit too much. He went way too deep, ulting onto Comp. There was no follow-up. O2OMNI's flash was 10 seconds away. His Guardian Angel was 10 seconds away. I think Excel just needed to stall that out a little bit more. Have some patience. VTO will try his best here, but he's gonna get pulled back, I think. No. Larson.
Chains. Double snare is gonna be big. Larson making it out with the QSS, but VTO should just have nowhere to go. Shut down. One more kill to close it out. An absolute slugfest back and forth. A valiant effort from Excel to bring themselves back into the game after a rocky mid-game, a miracle steal, and a couple of miracle fights, but not nearly enough to stop the onslaught that is Koi. One final fight will seal the deal as Koi find their second win in the winter season.
It wasn't
For the Akali here.
Yeah.
Ooh, and this is high-stakes gameplay. If we go late enough without G2 having massive gold leads, these teamfights are super hard for them to play out. The Draven easy to lock down, the limited range, the Telegraph
This fight here in G2 if they want to. Razork
has
to be careful. Just has to queue out, I think.
Good Q to make it out.
Yike's not done yet.
Just training a bit more aggressively, but again, Red buff here is the big concern. Yike! Getting a little bit over-aggressive. They're forcing out the flash. Reckless coming over the wall. Rux now in the area. Has the shielding extra for Reckless. Mickey now locking Reckless down, buying a bit more space. Hansama low on mana, but the hook manages to land. First blood! Cash out for the Draven. It's disaster. Rux locked down. Now Yike becomes Yumi. Reckless running. Yes! Oh, it's a disaster for Fnatic.
G2 make a mistake down here.
And there was a lot of questions around Hansama and Mickey, players certainly with high ceilings, but would they reach that potential? Hold that thought. Yike caught out now. Humanoid trying to punish. Yike locked down and taken out. Fnatic found their opportunity. Hansama and Mickey, are they still feeling confident in this one? They're forcing the flash because Caps is on the way in. Razork has been caught out again. He just keeps cashing out. This man is
Oh, it's just rubbing salt into the wound. It just stings for Fnatic. Now they're
Yike
diving mid.
in. Humanoid forced to dash out over the wall. Yike can just keep chasing.
Ult and flash.
Charging the W. Flash W in. Humanoid is done.
And now they can run towards bot. Caps is under tower, and Razork's looking for the dive. He's not even coming bot. He's trying to dive Caps here. Will he be able to pull off and land the ult? No flash on Caps. Humanoid's getting plates. And
waiting, trying to dash out. Dashes back in. That's an oopsie. House in the wrong spot, maybe, but that's a good kill for Fnatic.
It's the bullseye.
This is not good, though. Humanoid running against the flash. He's going to be forced to flash out, but they're already waiting over the wall. He knows he's dead. He won't even commit it. Rux waiting. He's been locked up. He can't push W again. Goodbye to the kitty cat. Catharsis for all the Yumi haters.
That's so unlucky. Can we get a replay of that from Rux's POV? Because Mickey flashes over thinking Humanoid's going over. He finds such a stray cat and then just kills it.
That is a little brutal.
That is brutal.
That way. Razor getting caught out as well. Yike on the chase. I don't think there's anywhere for Razor to go. Broken Blade just waiting like a little goalkeeper on the opposite side.
Poor Rux.
Hex flash, hook, hook. Dashes over the wall but forces him away from the tower as Hansama collapses away. This is the problem. Now that they've broken bot lane tower.
See if he can find information. So now G2 know they're there. Do they go for it anyway? Do they wait for the tower to die first?
Hook now gonna go in. Hansama again just does so much damage. Stun gonna force the dash away. Yike already on the backside, laying down a little bit of damage of his own. Draven all now coming in. He's gonna get the finish. Oh, untargetable with the ulti. Humanoid now forced out. Wonder gonna get taken down. It is an absolute slaughter. Every single fight going in the favor of G2. They are simply too far ahead. 10K gold, 15 minutes into the game. This is montage material.
They have a Herald. It's going to hit top tier 2, I think. That's 2 towers gone. This is... When this tower dies, they're 10K up in 15 minutes.
Time practicing in the preseason, and it is clearly paying off on stage. It was dominance against Excel, dominance now against Fnatic. Looking like a front-runner for top team in the LEC at this very moment. It is still only 2 games.
But sieging tier 3s is quite difficult. But with this lead, I don't think they'll find too much of an issue with the mid-wave coming in. They can just start to 1-3-1. Rush might have to wait for G2 to make their final play. There's only 1 play left, and it's just taking the Nexus. Here's Fnatic's play, 1v3,
landing, overload
1v4.
on the side, desperate to find the pick. Yuumi not going to connect on the final chapter, but the ulti now going to make sure they do that. So much chance to see Broken Blade surviving for now. They're just barely able to finish him. Shutdown coming in. Tiny, tiny glimmer of hope for Fnatic. Wonder now dashing out to safety. G2 cutting the wave, maybe hoping they can dive them under this Azir tower. Mickey coming around the corner, Hex Flash coming out now. Hooks right in, immediately hits Reckless. Hansama throwing down the X's from the backside. The potential to kill everyone. He does so much damage with Fnatic, peeling back pretty well. Cap's trying to leap in. Hansama misses the team. The shutdown, miraculous, keeping hope alive.
2 kills for Fnatic. They are on the chain.
But the lifesteal coming out already. Yike and Hansama so far ahead.
They have to steal.
Can they steal it? Razork waiting to go over the wall. Will not quite get it. Broken Blade going to grab it in the end. Fnatic, they want to keep the fight going. They managed to lock down Mickey X. Can they finish the job? Hansama still standing strong on the backside. Broken Blade leaping forward. Wonder trying to mitigate what he can, but the resets are now coming in for Yike. Yike hungry for blood. Leaping in. One more ulti coming out. He is the heartbreaker. Not hesitant to dispatch a traitor here in this game. Double kill now for Reckless in the meantime.
30 seconds on the respawn. Wave in top with the Baron buff. 21 minutes into this game. TP back from Broken Blade. Picked up the Zhonya's, healed up. They're pushing in. Humanoid.
Hook lands, pushing it back to the base. Mickey flashing right back over. The mark already down. Humanoid dropping. This will be it. 21.5 minutes into the game. G2 marching victorious into the base of Fnatic. One or 2 small hiccups with a massive gold lead, but this has been a masterclass in domination.
I don't know if they can end 4 people alive here for Fnatic. They'll get 2 inhibitors 21 minutes into the game, but they're probably going to have to back away after this unless
Pushing for
they
the
look for the dive. Very risky. But enemy team is running to their base, so the brush has been exposed. Caps maybe? Nope. Mickey's probably just going to look for a fight. Mickey
dashing out.
Loves a good fight.
Mickey fishing for the hook. Reckless now stepping back into Caps. Caps now dashing through, going invisible. Locked up in the pin, but trying to finish off Reckless. A good exhaust from Rux. Gonna keep his AD carry standing, but already 1 kill is down. Caps hungry for more blood. G2 taking their time on the final push. Humanoid doing what he can against these Baron-empowered minions. Ignite now ticking down. 1 auto from Hansama. 700 damage. Just deleting him off the map. Another one gonna fall as well. It was written on that first few kills going to the back pocket of Hansama. A massive lead, 6K advantage for Hans in the bottom lane alone. G2 walking their victory lap into the base of Fnatic. They move up to 2-0. Chance to go 3-0 in their games tomorrow on Monday.
They want to kill Reckless. They want to kill Reckless. They managed to take him down. They lost 2 for it, but the game is over.